We are back on the offense side of the ball in the Arizona Cardinals playbook, running this Kyler Murray scheme, Gun Cluster. And if you guys don't know about Gun Cluster, man, it is basically going to be an alternative to Gun Bunch. I think it is just as powerful, and you can make it work just as well. So a couple plays I'm not going to cover in this scheme, but you can run similar to Z-Spot once we get there, is the Z-Spot Shake and actually this Gun Cluster Bunch. You can run those similar to this Z-Spot concept once we get there, but there's just so many good plays in this playbook, in this formation, that we can't touch everything here. We'll be here all day. But the mini scheme itself, let's actually just back the ball up here as well, because these are some deep hitting plays. This is definitely an explosive mini scheme that you can just get to in your audibles here. And that's kind of the idea behind a mini scheme. You want to be able to get to all of it here. So first play we're going to be starting off with is Mesh Post. So Mesh Post, the setup I like to run here is streak DeAndre Hopkins, and his alignment already, if you play against like a cover 3 or something like that, he is going to get to those that weak spot, that seam in the zone defense. That's great. If you have Hot Route Master, you could put him on a post route. That is also something that's pretty cool. But I like to streak him out, and you're kind of using him as a clear out for AJ Green over the top if you get that far, if you have that much time. But obviously there is your quick hitter to your tight end, your drag underneath. And the only thing that's wrong with this drag in Mesh Post is you can see, you really can't see from this angle here, but he actually does stop against zone coverage. He sits against zone coverage, and he continues his route against man. So see if we can get some sort of zone coverage here. Of course we don't, we get man coverage. But man coverage, I mean, that's AJ Green, that's old AJ Green, and he's still going to be cooking the man out there. That is going to be your man beater. Just kind of just set it up again. Again, I mean, you can obviously always block your running back as well if you see a kind of protection there. But I mean, this post route is cooking the man coverage. I'm trying to get a zone coverage look here. We're just running random plays, obviously, on defense. But here we finally... Actually, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the idea. We can go into replay and kind of break that down from a zone look here. Yeah, this is just your first big hitter as well. Let's just highlight D-Hop. He's kind of carrying these guys down the field. He sort of picks them up, maybe like a match system maybe there or something. But just kind of clears it out. I mean, AJ Green, ton of room to work, obviously. Ton of room to work. Tight end routes, pulling a bunch of guys. Middle of the field, wide open. Great. I mean, you can leave D-Hop on this drag route, but if you do want to leave him on that, I do recommend re-dragging him, just because I mean, and then Noodle Arm Murray, but cool, whatever. You get the idea there. Have the drags underneath. I do like to re-drag him because I just don't have a lot of success with his route as opposed to Zach Ertz's route. I mean, you can re-drag him as well if you would like. If you feel you don't have the success, the consistency with the him sitting in zone and him not sitting in zone, at least if you re-drag him, you know he's going to continue on his route every single time. So, but Mesh Post, pretty good there. And I don't have a run game actually in this mini scheme because there's just so many pass plays. And yeah, but next Z-Spot here, run it like a normal Z-Spot, streak AJ Green. You're obviously trying to set up Sale on the right side of the field with Green, Anderson, Ertz. And your running back is on a little bit, he kind of goes to like a zig route basically out of the backfield. And then D-Hop is going to be your big hitter over the top. Actually, in this case, we do have 2 high safeties here, so maybe attacking the middle of the field as well. And we'll just kind of run this and see what it's like. And unfortunately, or fortunately, we actually get our sail route or our sail concept on the right side of the field. I mean, I feel like we hit this home basically every single video if you guys watch this. Your guy going to the flat, pulls this defender down, puts this defender that I'm highlighting right here in conflict. He either has to play the tight end or he has to play 81 here, and he can't play them both. So, pretty easy throws right there. And that's what you're trying to do. And let's actually see if we can get like an AJ Green. No AJ Green, but that's why you do have the check down to James Conner right there. And you can kind of see that he ran a bit of a zig route there. He basically turns it into a zig route out of the backfield with, yeah, this big hitter kind of coming over the top here. You can see it sort of turns into a zig route. Now, of course, James Conner isn't quite the guy you want. Maybe running that, you want your higher McCaffreys, Camaras, things like that. And then with D-Hop, you're trying to hit those cover 2 looks over the top as well. So, pretty decent there from Z-Spot. I don't want to harp home on Z-Spot too much. I mean, you can always drag this outside receiver, AJ Green in this case, block your running back if you want to create something similar. You're basically running like smash on the right side of the field now with Ertz and Anderson, and then with just Green is your check down, D-Hop is your guy over the top. So I don't want to hit home. I don't want to hash out Z-Spot too much. I feel like we cover Z-Spot in a scheme every single time. It's just such a good thing in Madden, such a hard thing to stop. is, especially out of these bunch looks. So Z-spot, really good play, obviously. And next one is verticals. You can obviously run this, just run this stock, but what I like to do is drag my underneath receiver here, drag AJ Green in this case, so we can see where AJ Green was pre-snap. AJ Green would have been like the most outside receiver, and if you were looking for a face catch, absolutely. If you're looking for an aggressive catch, 100%, leave him out there. But Zach Ertz kind of gets that tender spot in the cover 3. You have this guy working across the middle of the field. Probably a user takes that away, but if a user's taking that away, they can't really take that and the Zach Ertz route away, and they definitely can't take Zach Ertz and AJ Green. Like, they can't take AJ Green away. I mean, you saw in the drag, just gets lost in the sauce. And that's kind of the nice part about this scheme too as well. I'm kind of getting sidetracked. But because you're in this sort of a bunch look, you're in this cluster look, you guys just, oh man, I'm hitting my mic. But guys just tend to get lost in this, because if they base a line, if they don't base a line, especially if they don't base a line where it's just man on man, a lot of the times they just get lost. They just get lost, they get bumped off. So, and yeah, I mean, another thing you can see there is just a guy getting lost. Not quite fast enough, not quite enough throw power, but the throw was there down the field with verticals. And this is just such an so easy to run, right? I mean, and of course you always have that with your face catching chance out there with D-Hop or whoever your big receiver is. You have Carmichael, whoever. Such a powerful scheme, man. Such an explosive scheme. If you are looking to throw the ball down the field, I mean, you can just see, and Zach Ertz was actually wide open on the other side, and you can just see the success we're having. It's because of that inside alignment as well. Gets him such a good leverage, actually, down the field. You can see that DB that he's playing would probably be outside of D-Hop right now. Like, let's just go to the instant replay real quick. Like, D-Hop's running down the field. You can see this defensive back is on DeAndre Hopkins. He is the one in man coverage. Look at his alignment. He's way outside. He's 5 yards outside of him. So that makes a face catch just that much easier already than it is already. So verticals, pretty simple. High-low read over the middle. You have your running back as your check down. Ton of different stuff you can do there. Hot Route Master, again, would take this scheme to a completely another level as well, but we don't have that today. So last play, though, out of this mini scheme is PA read, and I like to block my running back just so I don't get that play action. I don't get that play action, and I would like to streak Zach Ertz as well. You can leave him on that block and release flat, but especially against these two high looks here, I really like to try to stress those safeties. And then obviously, I mean, deep crossers just go burr. That's exactly... in every scheme, I think I have a deep crosser and Z-spot. Pretty much, if you watch these videos, those are about my two favorite concepts in the entire game. Yeah, deep crosses and Z-spot for sure. And then Zach Ertz getting to that little bit of a cover 3 seam as well. It's just such a good... You can attack basically every coverage from this look. I mean, it's a gun bunch look, but I think it might be better, honestly, even against a one high safety look, even against a closed look here. I mean, this is where you want the deep crossers. I probably could have waited and kind of let that deep crosser get over number 48 there, but I didn't. That is the scheme, though, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Yeah, really explosive scheme out of Gun Cluster. If you don't know about Gun Cluster, maybe you're a bunch guy. Try out Cluster. I mean, we covered what, 4 or 5 plays here, whatever. I don't even know, but yeah, we covered, I think, 4 plays here. But try out Gun Cluster. There's a ton more plays out of just this mini scheme that you can incorporate into your scheme. Arizona's book in general is really good. Gun Cluster was actually better last year because there was a Gun Cluster and then a Gun Cluster Strong, where it was the same look, but your running back would be on the right side of the quarterback, and you had both of them in the Arizona Cardinals playbook. This year they take Gun Cluster Strong out of the game and nerfs it a little bit. But Gun Cluster itself still super strong, as you can see, super explosive. So if you guys did enjoy the video, you know, like it, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know what it is that you want to see next on the channel. And with that, I hope to catch you in the next one. Later.